Swerving a coupe, swerving a Benz, swerving a Audi, yeah. Swerving a coupe, swerving a Benz, swerving a Audi, yeah. Swerving a coupe, swerving a Benz, swerving a Audi, yeah.
Hey guys, before I get into this video, I wanted to apologize if I look kind of musty. I just hopped out the shower, which is usually when you look the best, but I have a very weird skin complexion. Not any problems with my skin that I know of or diagnosis, but my skin just is really dry after a shower, so it might look a little like dry around this area, and my hair is wet, so I apologize in advance if you think I look musty, but I hope you enjoy the video for the content and not for the eye candy. I know, I'm one sexy piece of ass, but I hope you watch the video for the story and not, you know, the sex-y person that's talking. Enjoy the video. Thanks. What's going on, guys? So today's video is a story time because my options are very limited right now considering the whole COVID-19 crisis, the pandemic that's going on right now outside. So I'm not really going to be going outside much. I'm practicing my social distancing by living my life exactly how I was living it before, except for the moments that I did leave the house to film videos. But yeah, I guess I get to chill at home now, but it does kind of hinder my whole like going out and filming vibe. So I decided I would bring you guys a story time video today of something that happened pretty recently, like a month or two ago. As you can tell by the title, or I'm not really sure what I made the title, but I was roofied and I wanted to tell the story and maybe spin a positive message out of it if that ends up happening. But yeah, I'm really excited to tell the story because I think it's kind of unique, and it's gonna remove some of my innocence a little bit, considering the fact that I'm opening up about my party life, me drinking alcohol, but I am of legal age now, as some of you guys may know. You guys have been with me on this channel for quite some time, for 3 to 4 years now, and you guys have seen me grow up and evolve and change into someone different than who I was when I started this channel. And a lot of people, you know, they say, oh, you've changed, you've changed, you've changed. And, you know, I can agree to some extent. I have changed, definitely. I'm a lot less immature and a lot more mature. I'm still ignorant. I'm still an a-hole. I'm still that Jersey douche. But I think my energy is kind of simmered out a little bit, especially I'm just like not as outgoing as I was. I'm not really out of the house as much as I was. And my friend group has shrunk significantly. It's just a lot of people around me, they went and they got lives aside from my YouTube channel, and I don't really hang out with people as much as I used to. I'm kind of more of like a quarantine rat before the fact that there was a mandatory quarantine. So I hope everybody's staying safe in this pandemic and doing all the things that they should be doing, like washing their hands, which, I mean, you should have been doing before. But yeah, I mean, keeping a bottle of hand sanitizer, wiping your ass with as much toilet paper as you can find. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what you guys are up to, but let me know in the comments down below how you guys are doing, and if anybody in your family has been affected by the virus personally, like my family has, then share your story if you want. If you want to open up, if you want to talk about it, I'm here to converse with you guys in the comments. I try to reply to as many comments as I can. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy this story and would like to get a shout out in my vlog or my video, all you have to do is subscribe, turn on post notifications, and leave a comment afterwards, and I'll give you a shout out towards the end of the video. So stay tuned for that, and let's get into the story. So I'm not really that great at telling stories, but I'm just gonna give it a quick, you know, 1-2. But yeah, me and my cousin, we were heading down to one of our relatives' college. I'm not sure if I should name drop the college in the video, so I probably won't do that. But yeah, we were in this area of a state down south, kind of like a 6-hour drive away. I'm not gonna name drop the state, college, or relative that we were visiting, just because for family reasons. And we went down to visit our mutual relative's college and to go party with her and her friends. And when we were there, we decided to go to a bar because this school is more of a bar school. It's not as much as a house party school. So yeah, we went out to this bar. We did a little pregame and, you know, a little turn up. Make sure you drink safely and know your limits, and don't do anything that I did in this video. It's just a strict warning. So we go out to this bar. We've already drank like a pretty good amount. Like I'm like one tall boy in. Half a bottle of Pink Whitney in with my cousin. We split it. I'm pretty, you know, little tipsy, but I know my limits pretty well. I'd like to think, at least. And so we decided to go out to this bar, and we Ubered there, and everything's good, everything's great. I'm not like that messed up or anything. I'm like, I didn't want to buy a lot of drinks at the bar, so I wanted to make sure to have my fun before. So we get to the bar, and I have a real ID. You know, I'm 21 years old. I have a real valid identification that proves that I'm 21. And we get to the bar, and my cousins and people that we're with, who may or may not have real IDs, allegedly, got into the bar A-okay. Like, they're fine. They're in the bar, you know, real or fake ID or whatever, 21 or not. And, you know, I'm over here, my real New Jersey driver's license, my real ID, and they turn me down at the door. And I'm like, hella pissed at this moment, because I'm like, you know, I'm a little tipsy, and the bouncer's a kid who's probably, he didn't even look like he was older than me. He looked like he was like 18, like 19. Like, this kid's a bouncer at bar. Like, he's like 5'2". And I'm like, dude, are you serious? I'm like, because like, if it was a fake ID, then I'd be like, okay, and I'd walk away. But because it's a real ID, wouldn't you think you'd put up a fight and be like, why are you turning down my ID? I'm 21, let me in. And the kid was like, and then I looked to the other bouncer and I'm like, yo, like, I'm 21. I'm like, bro, like, it's a real ID. Like, why are you saying nah? Like, I can prove other forms of identification. And they were like,
if he says nah, you're not good. Go, you're out of here. Get the fuck out.
And I was like,
what? I was like, are you serious? Get out.
And I'm like, I'm ready to go, bro. Like, I'm pissed. And they didn't want me in, so, you know, I told them off. I said, S my D, and then I dropped, you know, a curse word. And then we decided to go around to the back entrance to try to get in there. And the bouncers back there were a little cooler, and I showed them alternate forms of identification, and they let me in, but it was still a big problem. They were like, yeah, no, it's not gonna do. And I'm like,
what are you talking about? It's a real ID. How are you gonna tell me no? What?
Like, half the kids that were probably in this bar were underage, for sure. You know, so the fact that they're not letting me, a legitimate 21-year-old person into this bar to, you know, sip the juices of the devil, I'm pissed, dude. I'm mad, okay? So I finally get into the bar, and I walk in that bitch hella, like, big chested. I'm like, hell yeah, like, I'm in this bar. It's my first time going to the bar, by the way. First time ever at a bar. And so we're on the second floor of this bar. It's a 2-story bar, and I'm walking around, and I guess the bouncer, the big one, the big bouncer from the front, I guess had a hankering that I would go around the back and try to get in. So he goes upstairs to like confront me, I guess, to like look for me, and like there he is right there, and like I make eye contact, we lock eyes, and he's like,
dude, come with me.
He's like,
didn't we just turn you down at the front door?
And I'm like,
yeah, but I got in because my ID's real.
And he's like,
nah, come with me, you gotta leave.
And I'm like,
call the police. I'm like, I'm not leaving. You can call the cops.
Like, have them come here, check out my ID, check out everybody else's ID in this bitch, and then let me know, like, if I can stay or not. But at this point in time, like, I'm just being ignorant, because a bouncer has every right to deny your entry, even if your ID is real, if he doesn't want you in the bar, if he thinks that you're, like, not gonna, you know, make a good time for everybody, he can be like, nah, you're not coming in. I don't care if your ID's real. You seem like you're a bad time. You're not coming in. Which is totally okay, but I was just putting up a scene because I was pissed, you know, I was heated. So I'm like, nah, call the cops. Like, I'm not leaving. And then he's like, just come with me. And I'm like, whatever. So I go with him to the front of the bar downstairs, and he sits me down in a booth, and he's like looking at my ID, and he's like, you got other forms of identification. And I'm just sitting there smirking. I'm like, and this dude's not having it, man. He gets pissed. He's like,
wipe that fucking smirk off your face. That's why I don't fucking let you in here. Like, you got that sense of entitlement.
and I'm like, it's not a sense of entitlement. It's just a sense of like, I'm 21 and you're still denying me entry based on my identification and not based on any other aspect, which is pissing me off. And so I want you to take a good, long, hard look at that ID. And when you come to the conclusion that it's real, I'm gonna laugh. Because I was pissed, dude. Like, I don't know. I was just being an asshole. And like, thinking back on it now, definitely being an asshole. These are all things that I remember. And then the night gets real blurry. But, so yeah, we're having a good time, we're partying. I gave my cousin my identification, my face ID. Like, I let him put his face in my phone so that he could hold on to my phone just in case, you know, I got a little too turned. And, you know, so he stuck with me with my phone so I didn't lose my phone or anything like that. And, so yeah, he had my phone for most of the night. And I'm just like walking around, like, you know, like checking out, like, you know, the ladies, you know what I'm saying? I'm like hitting a couple moves, even though your boy can't dance, but, you know, when he gets a little liquor in the system, he starts busting out the moves. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I need to get a little, like, you know, a little sippy sip. But when your boy's off that honey, when your boy's a little turnt, the dance moves come out, bro. And it's like some real awkward, like, whose dad is this type dance moves. But it's cool, man. It's cool because I'm gonna be a sick ass dad one day, if I make it there, with a female who is willing to bear my children. But yeah, that's that. So anyway, yeah. So I'm busting out these moves. I'm hitting it on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like they're playing some jams. I don't remember any of the music they played. And we're going up to the bar. I'm ordering drinks and shit. Like I'm ordering drinks for the boys. We're getting some Red Bull, vodka, shots and shit like that. And I was off some energy drinks, off some Red Bull, off some vodka. You know what I'm saying? And then I went with this girl up to the bar because she gave me her drink. And I drank the whole thing, and then she was like, "Oh my god, you drank my whole drink!" And I'm like, "It's cool, I'll buy you a new one." And it was lit. We turned it up. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a good time. And what was I saying? Yeah, I just gave her my card, and I was like, "Here, take my card." And she goes, gets the drinks or whatever, and then like it took mad long. So I'm like, "What's taking so long?" I go over there. I'm like, "Yo, what's taking so long?" Because I didn't know what she got, but it was tasting really good, so she got it for me. And then I had that, and I guess I drank it. I don't remember. And then apparently we bought beers too, but I don't remember doing that. But yeah, towards the end of the night, we ended up at a table, and there was a table next to us that people had just vacated. And I remember we saw a drink on the table, me and my cousin who I'm with. We saw a drink on the table, and we're like, "Oh snap! Like that wasn't even touched. Like it was undrank. Like not even a sip." So I'm like, "Yo, like I'm about to drink that because I'm dumb and I'm drunk." So I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna drink that drink. That's a good idea. Let's get fucked." So my cousin suggests, "Yo, it probably has a roofie in it. Let's drink it." And I'm like, "Hell yeah." You know? Dumbass. Anyway, so I decided to pick up the drink and I just sipped the whole thing dry. And my cousin's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" I wanted to get roofied too. Because we didn't actually think, or we didn't actually believe that there was a roofie in there, but there also was a chance, right? And so like we drank that shit, and I didn't think anything of it, or I drank it. I drank the whole thing because I'm an idiot, and I didn't think anything of it. I was like, "Oh word, I'm getting like wasted, baby." You know what I'm saying? I'm cringy as hell. But yeah, so I drank the whole thing, and then like directly after that moment is a complete blackout. And normally when people black out, they're like incoherent, which means that like they're like stuttering their words and barely able to walk. But no, according to my cousin, I was able to form sentences and talk clearly and fully. Is what he said, but I don't know if that's true. But yeah, apparently I was able to talk completely normal. I was walking fine. I wasn't too messed up. I was just drunk. And that's strange for someone who completely blacked out for a numerous amount of hours. And that's never happened to me. And normally my memory is very, very good no matter what happens. Like I've got pretty good recall and my memory is pretty fine. For any other time I've sipped the devil's juices, which sounds a little weird. Hey man, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Loose for what's up, boy. Anyway, yeah, so whole memory from that moment that I drank that drink to about 5 in the morning, completely black. Nothing there. Just completely blacked out. I didn't sleep. I was walking around. In order to get back into the dorm, we had to show our IDs and like get a slip to go up to the 13th floor is where we were staying. And my memory didn't kick back in until about 5 in the morning on the second floor in the stairwell, wrapped in a blanket, crying. Don't know why I was crying, but yeah, that's where my memory kicked back in. So apparently we took an Uber home from the bar. Don't remember the Uber, don't even remember leaving the bar. Don't remember getting in the Uber, don't remember what color the Uber was, don't remember what seat I was sitting in. Don't remember walking back into the dorm, don't remember showing my ID, don't remember going up the elevator, don't remember being in the dorm room. Don't remember, apparently I lost my phone and I was crying about it, but I found it. Somehow my wallet that I had on me at the bar ended up in my backpack in the laptop slot. Don't know how that got there. Don't know how I was coherent enough to put my wallet away. Somehow I changed clothes. I don't know when that happened. I don't know if someone had to dress me. I asked if someone had to dress me. Apparently not the problem. No one had to dress me. So I changed my clothes somehow. Like I was there, just not there. I don't know how. But that was definitely weird. And then the next day, so I ended up getting back up to the 13th floor, but sleeping in the lobby, like in the hallway, in like the lounge room. And then I woke up and I vomited all down the hallway and on the walls back to the room, and then threw up for like 2 more hours in between taking naps. And then I didn't brush my teeth because vomit's bad to brush your teeth afterwards because it's acidic, and if you brush your teeth, it'll like wear down your enamel, which kind of makes sense. It would actually whiten your teeth if you think about it because you're brushing off yellow enamel, but then again, you're smearing acidic bile from your stomach onto your teeth. So yeah, not a good idea. Anyway, the moral of the story is if you're gonna consume alcoholic beverages, don't consume beverages from random tables that look untouched, because chances are there might be a roofie in it. But what I did want to say is that I'm low-key a superhero because that drink could have been meant for somebody else. I'm gonna pull the narcissist right here and just say, it's a good thing that roofie hit me, and I was surrounded by people who care for me and took care of me and were there for me and ordered the Uber and all that stuff. It's a good thing that I had people around me that cared about me, because if that roofie had gotten to someone who it was meant for, who made like, if I was at that bar alone, I would not have made it home. I would not probably, like, depending on who the person was, or if the roofie was meant for me and I was alone, I would have not made it anywhere that night. I don't know where I would have ended up, but chances are it wouldn't have been a good place. Might not have ended up with a warm body. So that's that. Be safe. Be safe. Quarantine yourself. Stop going out, people. I just want to, like, you know, be wary of your health and be wary of the people around you and people that care for you and the people that you care about. You know, someone in my family was infected with the virus, and I think they've almost fully recovered, which is a good thing. It's a very real thing. Real people are getting it, especially in New Jersey, which has one of the highest cases in the country. Anybody who's watching this, be smart, make smart decisions, protect yourself and protect the people that you love by minimizing your exposure as much as possible and minimizing their exposure too. It's a chain reaction, you know? If you decide to go out and go hang out with 10 people, and those 10 people hung out with 10 people, and the 10 people that they hung out with the 10 people that they hung out with, that's hundreds of people. It's like you go and hang out with one person who hung out with 10 people, and those 10 people hung out with 40 people, 4 people each, and those 40 people hung out with 100 people, then you have now been in contact with those 100 people, whether you like it or not. So minimize your contact by just quarantining yourself. I mean, it's not that hard. Like, what do? I stay home, watch Netflix all day, or play video games. You know, Call of Duty. Like, I've been ranking up crazy. So, you know, be smart. Yeah, the moral of the story is be smart about your health. Be smart with the virus. Be smart with your beverage consumption. Be smart with any drugs that you might do, even though I don't do any drugs. A lot of people think that I am a pothead, but I do not smoke. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope it made you laugh, or maybe gave you some insight on my life and how I'm a dumbass. And I really hope you did enjoy it. I hope it was a good story, and I hope my camera's still filming and has not run out of space, because I talk for a long ass time. So someone tell me to shut up. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, make sure you smash the like. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and leave a comment afterwards if you want to get a shout out in my video like these people on the screen. Thank you so much for doing so, and see you later. And that's that. I've been putting more shout outs because a lot of people enter, and I feel like a lot of people have been wanting to get it for a long time. So I just want to make sure everybody can get it. Today's April Fool's, but this video won't be out on April Fool's. It probably won't be out for a week after April Fool's because I'm a lazy mother. But yeah, that's that. Yes, I've changed, and I hope it's been for the better. I hope I've become a slightly better person, and I want to keep improving myself and my life and my future. And I'm looking into options aside from YouTube moving forward. I want to do something that's going to benefit the world aside from entertaining, you know, the youth of America. I want to move forward and maybe go back to college, but actually, like, study something that I'm legitimately interested in, which would be awesome, and I'll be very happy to do that. And it'll put a huge smile on my face. Thank you for supporting me, and chase your dreams, love people, care for them, and be safe with what you do. Be safe, be cautious, and be smart. I love you guys for like the 10th time. I'm out. Deuces! Yay. Yay, I recorded the whole thing too. How long did I talk? 22 minutes, holy fuck! Hey,